his pigsy lamb on a night drive. So turn it on, lights on. Right, there's no point. Hopefully I can check the mirrors. Just to basically get the alignment, make sure the alignment's okay. One of my mirrors in the middle tends to go a bit, has a mind of its own a little bit. That's it, cool. Now the reason for doing a video by night, it just gives a different feeling of things. Basically, it gives you. I mean, it might look a bit freaky on a phone, because the human eye's obviously got better definition than a camera phone. That's why you can see the detail in the moon and all that stuff. The sky's certainly interesting. I mean, there's a lot of because I do other stuff, like I say, I do my like paranormal stuff. I see there's a lot of sort of stars are quite clear to see, and they look larger than I normally remember them to be. Which probably sounds a bit weird, but maybe not. So got to be nice and slow at this junction. Just checking if there's any lights coming down, because some have got headlights that indicate they're coming down. So I can use that. I can judge the speed basically by the way the light flashes down. Gives me an idea anyway. Probably not the full sort of light thing, but see this guy is moving on. So there's a guy coming around the corner, so the other traffic stopped, allowing me to edge out. They've acknowledged me as a hazard as well as the other one has turned around the corner, so then I can just fly on. Everything can feel a bit faster by night because the way the lights are laid out. Got to cover all the basic hazards, like so that roundabout something might just fly out. It would require a panic brake. If somebody decided to come out quickly, then I'd have to sort of hammer it on, but also check who's behind you. I've had it in a situation where I've had to brake quite hard and someone's been quite close, so I've let myself go slightly forward, not into the hazard, but the hazard has just kind of reduced their speed dramatically and started edging forward. So like I said, I'm slowing down now, dropping into second if we keep moving. Now lift it up so I'm moving slightly, putting some energy in there. That's it. But if I just let it clunk out, it would it'd be more difficult to put momentum. You can work with momentum, but you can't work against it so well unless you're in the right type of gear for it. And like I say about the kinetic force, you know, it's a bit like I could be accelerating to 30, but actually be between sort of, say I've just gone over 15 to 20. I braked hard, but because I put so much energy originally into it in the first place, that force is still behind the actual vehicle. It's projecting itself further ahead beyond the braking, so you kind of move forward like a punch. The idea is the force gets taken with the load and absorbed by the target. So close up the handbrake. As we go down here, we turn off, check. Big traffic coming down. It's not so hard with the lights. A lot of the vehicles have got lights on them. You do come across vehicles without lights. This is a bit of a pain in the arse. Cyclists, maybe they're all dressed in black and they don't have any lights on, so they create perception hazards. My eyesight's okay. I mean, yeah, sure, I am short-sighted, but my eyes are sensitive to light, so I've got the kind of added advantage there. If I had some work like laser treatment, my night vision might be different. So it's kind of understanding how your eyes work. Everyone's individual. I mean, I would be going a lot slower. You know, you adapt your driving style. A bit like I mentioned in one of my other videos about. So I just let the one behind me know that I'm just coming off here. It didn't really matter because it wasn't any hazard to anyone. So I stay in my fourth gear. You can see it's a little bit slow on it. I am 30 speed-wise. Oh, this guy looks like he's his foot down. Yeah, he's hovering his feet. He's planning to stop. So what I do is I overtake him. So that's what he's kind of at a subconscious level telling me, because it's somebody who's used to riding him. So I've had to accelerate past what the normal speed would be, just to get past him. I'll drop it into third, or maybe drop it into second, just slow it down. So we have to see what's going on. Right, so I'm going to indicate I'm going right round this roundabout. It's a funny shape, and then indicate I'm coming off, and then I slipped it right back up to third. Other issue you get with it, your mirror's adjusted well and you can see right behind you. You may get a car with nice bright headlights, and because they're angled slightly further ahead and upwards, they almost go bouncing into your mirror and straight into your eyes if you look backwards, which is a pain in the arse. You can always use your side mirrors as indicator, and just a quick flash as you kind of look with your eyes what's going on. Otherwise, if you stared at that, it would affect your ability to focus forward, to be honest, into the sort of darker areas. Now, if you know roads, that's fine. If you don't know the roads, you're obviously going to be, you may start to go a little bit slower around places you're not too sure. Thank God we have sat-navs and other devices. I know this route anyway, so it's not a big issue for me, but somebody else, it might be like, it's getting dark here, the actual environment's changing, and that can sometimes trigger panic in some people, or the reverse. It's sometimes people become a bit more relaxed. Like this country area here, I feel a bit more relaxed. I don't think anyone's going to be running across the road. I mean, there could be some wildlife coming out, but that's it really. I mean, I feel more at ease around this kind of area, this stretch. So I'm still in third. No, I'm still in fourth. Let's go into third now. And then there's something massive in the sky. It's really bright. God knows what it is. That's the thing. Don't get distracted by it. It's probably an airplane. Don't get distracted by things like that. That guy just shot across the roundabout. I'm indicating. He just took an opportunity. Basically, it's dark, quiet. Doesn't think any cars are around. So he's basically judging his hazards on a likelihood. So like a quiet country lane. It can be quite dangerous in some areas where you've got country lanes and they're sort of one-wayers, and they don't really permit width for more than one vehicle. So if it's over further enough, I'll be able to squeeze by, but I'm just going to slow down a little bit. I think we'll be fine. Yeah, we will. So you really want to be sort of hovering at 20, like I say, 20 is the hazard speed, maybe slightly below that, especially if you're moving through tight gaps. You don't want to be sort of trying to bomb it through. I mean, you're only just putting yourself at risk, really. That doesn't help. This one needs to stop. Thank you. This guy's edging out. This one's edging out, so let's put it in a little bit. Might put it into third because I dropped too slow. Fourth. And then we come across here. This is a very strange roundabout here. So, I want to go on the outer. I'm watching the other car. He's not indicating anywhere. And then straight on. It's quite a small roundabout. Straight on, but it does divide up there, and if you're in the inside of it, then you're probably indicating you're going to be going sideways, so you're going to be going right off the roundabout if you're kind of hovering there, because that's where that inner part of the roundabout goes really. If you went straight on, you might have a car to your left trying to overtake you or something. And this is a nice little stretch. The speed's starting to pick up anyway. I know this area goes up to 50, so as I start to pick up in speed, I'm almost prepping myself for it. I'm in fourth now. I'll probably jack it into fifth gear. It's nice going to fifth gear. It sounds quite nice. There's cars ahead of me. I get an idea. You know, if I panic, if one of them stops right now, I'd have to put my foot right down to brake at this speed. But I would be sort of close up as an arse. Give yourself like a good 3 or 4 second gap. The silver one's going slow, he's like going at 30 miles an hour, he thinks it's 30 miles an hour around here. And there's nothing you can really do. I mean, because the other cars on the right hand side may be going at 50 miles an hour, and you don't really want to be trying to overtake something like that, so 50 miles, because you have to brake really hard. So at the moment I'm going at 35, even though it's a 50 zone, I'm in fifth gear, might as well drop out of that, drop into fourth. So I just sort of limboed into on the clutch right down, and allowed for sort of to think through the gear changes, because you know, you don't have to rush to change between gears, especially if something sort of a car's slowing down, maybe going to first, can I still hang out in second, because your speed is still travelling with that momentum, you know, at 20 miles an hour or whatever that might be if you're slowing down. Yeah, it's irritating when a car does that. But maybe he's got a reason, maybe he's got a small child in there or something, maybe his wife's pregnant, he's got grandma in there or something, doesn't want to scare her. Who knows? I mean, you basically, the maximum speed isn't the maximum speed you have to travel at. But if it's 50, you don't want to see a car going at 20, because it creates a little bit of confusion with drivers thinking, well, why is that car going so slow? So, onwards we go. It's quite relaxing by night. Some people are quite different. I'm a bit of a night owl. I tend to wake up a bit more at night, which is a pain in the backside, because sometimes I want to stay up later and later, and then I want to lay in the morning a bit, and I can't do that. So it's dealing with it as you do. So drop into second. So I limboed it. So like I said, I have my limbo on it. Indicate to the right. To go into first. There's more than one car, see. All these cars doing silly things. So priority. So I'll back up into third. I had to play around there because it was like silly ass silver car. I wasn't too sure where it was going, and decided to turn to a pub. First he indicates on the roundabout, gives an impression it's going to be coming off possibly slightly different location. Okay, well, right. Yeah, we can do a little bit of a midnight reversing. Where's Phil? It's a lot harder because I can't see where the lights are. So I'm just guessing. And then I've got brake. Yeah, don't want to go through a bush. I might just edge forward slightly. There we go, nice. Might be a bit more because I've got to get into my boot. But there we go, that's fine. That's all good. Thanks for the journey. Adios.